In this video, I want to talk to you about how you can use energy anchors to shift realities and to really embody that version of you that already has the things that you want. Now, when it comes to shifting realities, the most important thing is that you start showing up as a new version of you, that you start actively embodying and integrating this new self, which means letting go of all the old habits, letting go of all those old limiting programs and thought patterns. There's a lot of change that needs to happen. And the problem is, most of who we are is on autopilot. So we're walking around our day in habit mode, not really thinking, just doing, because we've done it all a million times. And that is when our mind is just going to God knows where. We're not using it consciously to create, and we're not remembering that we're meant to be showing up as a new version of us. So what I like to do is create anchors that act like prompts and reminders, a bit like having a post-it on your mirror, to remind me the truth of who I really am, to remind me of my intention and what I really want to tap into. Before I get into it, if you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Kirsty Elizabeth. I help women awaken their true self, activate their hidden potential, and boldly claim the life they were destined to be living. I actually have a free gift that I would love to share with you. It is usually £111, but right now I'm offering it for free. It is a virtual, pre-recorded coaching session followed by an energy activation and healing. The intention of it is to help you shift timelines today. So if that sounds good, make sure you go grab it while it's still free. So when I'm talking about energy anchors, I'm talking about things that will stimulate a certain response within us, a certain way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. For the purpose of this video is all about aligning to that version of us that we desire to be. So these could be any physical things. It can also be anything that stimulates any of our senses. So it can be something that stimulates our sense of smell. That smell of coconut, the suntan lotion, instantly reminds you of holiday. Or the smell of cinnamon can bring you back to Christmas, right? There's different scents that reminds you of different times of year, and you instantly feel that energy. You instantly feel that vibration and that happiness and that joy, right? So you get it with smells. You also get it with songs. How many times have you listened to a song and you're immediately taken back, whether it's 20, 30 or 40 years ago, you're taken back to that moment and you're reliving it as if it's happening now. It happens with things we look at. We look at things, we identify with ourselves as a new version when we look at specific things. So this could be having something luxury, carrying around an iconic purse or piece of jewelry, or dressing in a certain way, because when you look at yourself with it, it makes you feel a certain way. And so it makes you feel a certain way when you wear it as well, when you actually have it on. So there are so many ways you can do this. It's so effective if you're someone that wants to stop going on autopilot and keep prompting yourself to stay in the present moment so you can align to the energy and the frequency of the version of you choose to be. So my first one, I'm slightly obsessed with small gold rings at the moment. So I've been buying more, and they just make me feel a certain way. They make me feel good. And it's funny because when I take care of my appearance and I have makeup on and I look after myself, I feel a very different way to if I'm recording some audios and I'm in my joggers and a jumper. So even if I'm in my comfy clothes, sometimes I'll just put my rings on because it reminds me of who I really am, right? It sounds silly, but these things really work. I also have favorite perfumes. I sprayed one of my favorite perfumes before I got on this video right now. Why? There's no one here. I did it for me. It makes me feel a certain way. And it's me being able to show up on this video as the best version of me, and having that scent, that luxury fragrance, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good about me. And I think you're worth the spray. Even though you can't smell it, I think you're worth it. Now, it's also helpful to have things around the house rather than just relying on seeing you or you wearing something. And this is exactly what prompted me to create Spirit House London, to create these energetic anchors. You can get intention candles. You don't have to use one of mine. You can buy them everywhere. But there's an intention candle, which is generally infused with crystals that are aligned to the intention. This intention is the goddess. So if I want to tap into my feminine energy and just remember that I am unconditional love, to really fill up on self-compassion, this is a good anchor for me to have. It makes my intention even stronger because I'm looking at this and really feeling into that intention. Now, you could just use crystals. I'm sure you've probably got crystals around your house, and it's the same thing. You can have crystals by your workspace. You can have them around where you do your money, or you can carry them around in your purse. Some people carry them around in bras as well, or pockets. And it's again to just remind you, you program the crystal with the intention that you desire. And then every time you hold it, you remember. Now, if you're quantum jumping to your most wealthy self, then there might be something around money. You might want to hold on to some crystals that bring wealth, like citrine and pyrite and aventurine. You might want to hold on to those and program those with this version. And every time you look at them or hold them or carry them around with you, they remind you to tap into abundance and not scarcity. Other things you can use are gorgeous pens for when you're journaling, to make you feel that luxury, that high value, and to really make the process a lot more sacred. You can use other pieces of jewelry like crystal necklaces. It doesn't even need to be a crystal. You could have anything on it. It could just be something really special you buy yourself because you're tapping into that higher version of you, and that's what she has. You might have a certain bracelet that you like. You might have a certain room spray that you like that makes you transport to that version of you that is already living that life, and you have this around your new home. So you start bringing pieces of that future reality into your home right now, onto what you're wearing. So when you see them, feel them, whatever it is, you immediately raise your frequency. You immediately tap into that reality, that vibration, and that version of you. I absolutely love energetic tools, energetic anchors, exactly why I created the whole new brand based around it. So I would love to hear from you. What have you got from this? What do you already use? One of my clients in Unleashed, she used a bright red lipstick and had these bright red boots. And when she wore them and put on the lipstick, she felt unstoppable. So that's another option that you have. I've had other people in my coaching community talking about really expensive perfumes that make them feel so worthy and aligned and high vibrational. So what I'd love to know, let's help each other with this. Let me know in the comments below. What do you use to help raise your vibration and tap into that version of you so you can access the frequency of the reality you desire? I love you so much. I am so grateful for you watching this video. I hope it helped. Don't forget to check out the list of quantum jumping videos that I have in the description, and you can watch this one next. I'll see you in the next video.